So I'm in the mood for sharing thoughts, things. I know I look a mess today, but I don't know. I've been in a weird space. Um, this week has been weird, to say the least. Many thoughts, so many thoughts. Not many answers. But I figured doing this for me, I don't know if it'll ever post it, but trying to figure out what it looks like to have acceptance. Acceptance in the general sense of accepting things in life, good, bad, and different, just acceptance, what that looks like. For a long time, it looked like, just saying, oh, it is what it is, move on, anything that happens, whether good or bad. But I'm also a person that likes to have answers or reasons as to why something is happening. Like, I feel like there's always a reason behind something. Um, that reason could be something tangible. That reason could be it was just supposed to happen that way. Um, I do believe in coincidences as well, but I don't know, in my life right now, trying to figure out acceptance, I've come to the conclusion that I have not had that in general in my life, acceptance. Um, in the past, I think acceptance looked like just bypassing things. You just keep it moving. And I guess right now I'm talking more specifically when something happens out of your control, out of my control. Um, I'm also a person that gets into depression based on things that happen. I don't have a chemical imbalance. My depression is situational. Um, and over the years, yeah, I've been depressed over situations. And but the way that I was able to keep moving made it acceptable, I think. Especially when having kids young and, where I don't have a choice but to keep moving and doing, and I can be depressed later. Um, and, just move on. And I'm like, oh, it doesn't bother me. Oh, it's fine. That was what acceptance looked like for me before. But now that I'm older, in a different space in my life, in a different time in my life, my kids are grown, so I don't have that everyday responsibility of raising them. Um, so I'm kind of now able to, when things do happen, let's just say negative things happen, I'm able to sit in them, think about them, but have found myself in this tailspin, um, where the depression has not gone away. Um, I have good moments, good days, but I can absolutely say I think I've been depressed since 2019. Um, the 2020, beginning of 2020, I was working with someone to help me to get through that, and I had the tools and I did that, and I think um, I was able to start to feel better, but also the menopause came, which then put a whole nother tailspin in the mix. And so you don't know if you're depressed or if it's just your hormones, out of whack. But I can say it's just been a difficult 5 years. Just a really difficult 5 years. And I am now deep into this depression and don't know really how to get out of it. And I guess it's coupled with grief. With my dad being gone. As of September 23. And it's just been a difficult ride. And everyone says, oh, it's gonna be okay. You'll be fine. And I'm not okay. I'm not fine. And I'm just having a really hard time with accepting. And so that he's gone, like my dad is really gone, right? Like I've had people pass away before and people I've been close to. But this is different, like it's so different. The hurt, the heartache, the breaking. And I can't, there's nothing for me to do to substitute the feeling that my dad provided me. Like, sometimes you're like, okay, that went away, but I can replace it with something else. That love from your dad is not ever something you can replace. And I just feel like my foundation has been shattered. My support has been shattered. And I don't know how to gather myself from that. How to have acceptance for that. And the thing I realized this week is that I never really had acceptance in life. In general. And just... So how could I have acceptance in this, right? Like my acceptance looked like pretending, like I'm pretending to be okay, or I'm pretending that everything is fine. it is what it is. And to me, that's what it was. And now I'm like, because I'm not in that space anymore to want to just push everything to the side. Like I really want to figure this out, and I want to like really, really feel good and be happy. And I don't want to just pretend to be happy or just have moments, moments of happiness. And I'm fine with moments too, but just to ever feel like a complete enjoyment in life. And to me, that's what acceptance kind of looks like, but I don't know how to get there, right? Like, people are like, oh, but you just gotta get up and you just gotta move and you just, you know, but it's so hard. I also had the revelation of if you don't get yourself together and you're pushing everyone away, you're not gonna have anyone to be there. Um, I don't know, it's weird. Life is weird. Life is wild. And I'm always a person like, oh, everything, I want to see the good in people, and this world is just worse and worse and worse. And my dad being gone is just like the worst. And everyone else moves on. Everyone, that's not their person. That's not their family member or, so everyone just moves on every day with their lives. And I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to move on. Because it's gotta be reason. Like, I don't know. Why is my dad gone? Like, I don't have that answer. And it bothers me. It bugs me. And I know there's not answers to everything. Right? I know this, but the feeling that I have when I don't have the answer or don't know the reason to something, it just puts me in this tailspin of all the reasons that I come up in my own head. And no, it doesn't make me feel better, because then my mind is going in circles. No concentration, no sleeping. And then I'm like, oh, well, I don't know. Is this part of because of how I'm feeling, or is this part of the menopause, or it's like so many things. and not being able to put them into a space where I can move forward every day. It's so hard. And I don't know how people do it. And I've gotten out of, depression moments before. But like I said, it's not. I don't know, this is different. And I don't know. But I guess I just need to want to know how everyone else has acceptance. And one person said they learn acceptance by doing things that they don't want to do. Another person said they're realists, so it just is what it is. Like, it's just life that you. And I've been a it is what it is person, but to me, that was, again, pretending. You're sweeping it away. You're not dealing with the situation, and it comes back up in your life in a whole different type of way. And you're like, but I dealt with this before, and you really didn't. And I don't want to do that this time. I don't want to pretend anymore. And I don't want to sweep it away. But I also don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to do.